Hi everyone, welcome to the section The Strange Case of Britain. In Britain, the formation of the nation states was not a result of any kind of sudden upheaval or a revolution. It was the result of a long drawn out process. There was no British nation prior to the 18th century. So there was no British nation prior to the 18th century, and before that the primary identities of the people were like English, Welsh, Scot and Irish. All these ethnic groups had their own cultural and political traditions. But as the English nation steadily grew in wealth, importance and power, it was able to extend its influence on the other nations of the island. So before 18th century, there was no nation named Britain. They have different identities like English, Welsh, Scot, Northern Ireland. They have cultural and political traditions different for different nations. But as the English nation started to grow in power, wealth and importance, they were able to extend their influence over the other nations of the island. You can see here the English Parliament, which has seized the power from the monarchy in 1688 at the end of a protracted conflict with an instrument through which the nation state, with England at its center, came to be forged. This is the first parliament of the world. English Parliament is also considered as the mother of all the parliaments. And the next, the Act of Union 1707, which was signed between Scotland and England, formed for the unification or the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. The Act of Union was signed in 1707 between England and Scotland, resulted in the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. In effect, England was able to impose its influence on Scotland. The British Parliament was henceforth dominated majority by English people. The growth of the British identity meant that Scotland's distinctive culture and political institutions were systematically suppressed. There is a systematic methods and ways which were used to suppress the Scotland's distinctive culture and political institutions. The Catholic clans or the Catholic Church, where you can see the Pope, the head of the Catholic community, inhabited the Scottish Highlands. Terribly repression whenever they attempted to assert their independence. Whenever they tried to show their independence, they were suppressed. The Scottish Highlanders were forbidden to speak in their mother tongue, that is their Gaelic language, or wear the national dress, and the large numbers were forcefully driven out of their homeland. And as it is the same with Ireland's case, Ireland also met a similar fate. It was a country deeply divided between Catholics and Protestants. The English people want to help the Protestant group to dominate over the largely Catholic country. So the population is divided as Catholics and Protestants, whereas the divisions among the Christianity, though England is dominated by the Protestants, but Ireland Catholics are the dominant religion. The Christianity is the dominant religion, in that Catholic sect is majority. So they want to make the minority, that is Protestants, to dominate here in politics with the help of the English. Catholics revolted against the British dominance and they were suppressed. There were failed attempts which were made by Wolfe Tone and his United Irishmen in 1798. Ireland was also forcibly incorporated into the United Kingdom in 1801. So, the strange case here, the British new national anthem was brought in, national flags. The existing national flags of England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland were replaced by one flag. That flag is known as Union Jack, where the combination of all the other flags was brought in, and the national anthem, God Save Our King or Queen, was declared. An English language was actively promoted among all the nations, and other all nations became the subordinate partners in the union. The main dominating picture was the England. The main showmaker was England, and others all have to follow whatever the changes that are coming in the Great Britain. It is mostly an English nation, and English language was actively promoted, not the Gaelic language or the Irish language. And there was a change in the national flag and the national anthem. This is a strange case of Britain. That's all we have in this section. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next section. Welcome to the section. Here is an activity for all of you, my dear learners. Draw a timeline of the Great Britain formed. How is it formed? How the Parliament has set up? The Act of Union. What are the changes have come? Cultural differences. How the process has been continued. So this will make you have a brief idea about the entire process. Please complete it in your notebook. Thank you.